Grand rising, grand evening, grand night, grand day, whatever time of day it is. Hi, how are you? I have story time. And I feel bad and I take completely accountability for this because I should have spoke up. But being with me went through what I went through in my trauma, it triggered me. I didn't know what to do. But story time. So I was staying with somebody and it was a relative and it was some weird shit happening. Like the camera would be unplugged because we had a camera in the hallway, and it kind of faced my room as well too. But you could see if somebody going and coming upstairs, and you could see if somebody going in my room, and things like that. So anyway, with that being said, so this is when I was going through my dark night of the soul, my first big deep dark night of the soul, where I feel like I was losing my mind and losing everything. But so I had a teenager come to me, semi-teenager, adult. We're gonna say they were about 17, 16, 17. They were about 17. 17, 18. But they came to me and they was telling me about their step sister and how fast she is. Like, this girl was 14 and was doing things that adults would do, making videos and sending it on Snapchat to older white men, like old creepy dudes. And so, but anyway, so she came to me, she told me, she was like, what do I do if somebody came and told me that some weird stuff was going on with my dad? Mind you, the dad, I don't know if the dad was, whatever he was, they was doing something. I don't know what it was. But this dad has a prior. Before that, he has 3 to 4 different baby mamas underage. Well, they grown now, but back in the days, they was underage. So that's one. But then, so she was telling me, the daughter was telling me, like, she went through the little girl's phone, she read what it was saying, like, and then, well, I think, no. The little girl was telling her about it, how she would go in the room and when the door is closed, she's sitting on his lap and turned around, sit on his lap and things like that. Now, mind you, you're a grown ass nigga. Why is you in the room with the door closed with this little girl? And you already is known, even though you're not registered, and you should be fucking registered. I'm trying to see how the fuck you got away with it this many times. But anyway, so when it all came to me, and she was like, what should I do? And I was like, I don't know, because nobody helped me. Nobody, like, and I feel bad because I wish I would have said something and spoke up and told. But I didn't know. I was triggered. I froze. I said, I don't know. But the worst thing I ever fucking did was take it to the predator. That's the worst thing you would ever fucking do, is take it to the predator. And not even take it to the predator, because we had cameras in the house. So the predator was hearing me and the daughter's conversation. Which I think that was a setup, because I think the daughter was setting me up to see things I was going to say and see what I know. That's why she's going to read what she saw too. And if you watching, yes, baby, go show your daddy this. And if you want to say something since spell word, I will drop fucking names. Stop playing with me. But anyway, that's neat. So, but so now I'm hearing the story, and then so he comes home and try to make it seem like we was talking behind his back, and oh y'all, I said no, actually I was trying to figure out a situation for you, so if it is not true, that you don't get jammed up, because you already got, priors and shit. So then he calmed down, try to act like he was my friend, all that, blah, say blah. Yes, this is a relative. But so then I was like, well, shit. Well, the niece was like, the daughter was like, well, shit, let's take it to the mother. And I was like, because the mother stole off. And I seen it where the mother was going to spaz out on the daughter and not the man because she's so driven of him. She don't have to work. My man have his relative pay my half, her half, and all, yeah, all that. Yeah. And then talking to her mother, I seen what it was. I ain't gonna go deep. She even called deep because when her mother had her children, this is the relative girlfriend, which is the stepdaughter's mother. When her mother had the children at the time, she would call defects on her and all that. Mind you, you're not even being a fucking mother, but you calling defects on your mama. But anyway, that's neither here or there. Remember, I had a conversation with you, right? Because I know you're watching. Now I'm finna tell you some shit. Your man was fucking your girl, your daughter, or touching her or something. Whatever the case they was doing. And then when I heard that story, I was wrong because we should have said it, but I was scared that the lady was going to spaz out on her daughter. But what really triggered me was after the conversation, a couple of days later, I started to pay attention. I started to remember that the hallway camera will always be unplugged when I wake up. Now, mind you, from their room, there's another room across the hall where you can go straight through, and then you can go through the bathroom, through that room, and then come out the bathroom or go into another room. You either, because 2 doors at the other entrance. Like, so when you go in the bathroom, when you come out their room, there's a room. Then when you walk into that room, you can turn to your right and you see a door to the bathroom. Now you got this nice sized bathroom, and you go around. There's 2 more doors. One leads to another room, and one leads back to the hallway, which you can go to that same room next to it or my room. And so I'm like, dang. And I was saying, like, why this camera always unplugged when I wake up? Now it makes sense because Mr. was sneaking. And I think the girlfriend knew about it because she was never on drugs. She was never drugged. Like, it was like, I was oblivious to it too. Until the story started coming to me and I'm starting to pay attention that the camera in the hallway is being unplugged. Now, mind you, I feel bad because I didn't say nothing. I could have at least started the process of this little girl's healing. But it triggered me because I wasn't healed. That remind me of a show where this daughter, I forgot what's the name of the show, it's a black dude. He has a talk show host, and the lady was telling her mother, like, you didn't do nothing for me when I told you I was essaying. The daughter and the mother was like, how can I help you when I'm still hurt? Baby, go get some counseling or some help because I can't help you. I couldn't help her because I was still hurt. But it still dawned on me in my head that if I would have said something to the right person, at least her healing journey would have started. Even though mine didn't start. At least hers would have started. Because her pain started way before my family relative predative ass came into their life. I just had to get it off my chest because it was weighing on me. And I pray for that baby's healing. She should be about 18 now. No, 17, 18. And I'm sending you love and light. And I pray that you speak your truth. I do. Love and light. Peace.